Is that the new YouTube show, hit YouTube show, Nerd Caves? Great, come on in. All right, glad you guys came to the show that I co-created. All right. So as you guys probably know, well, as you should know, everyone collects something. Everyone has some type of hobby or something that they like. So we decided to have a show called Nerd Cave where we explore people's nerd caves of where they showcase their collections. First up, going to be me, Evan, the third host. And the first thing I want to show you guys is actually right behind you here. That's what I say to that's like my mantra. Every day when I leave my apartment going out there in the world, I write my cursive in cursive. That's a quote from Kanye West, who used to be one of my favorite rappers. Now he's just a crazy person, unfortunately. But anyway, there's that. All right, so then we have, this isn't the Nerd Cave yet, but this is like kind of where we're going to start here. So this is my living room, my living area. Also the set of the YouTube show. That's where you'll see this wall right here. I'm going to grab some water because I'm thirsty. And this living room is a showcase of everything that I like, a little bit of everything there. So we have music here, we have more music, literature, that's from the short story by J.D. Salinger, Pretty Mouth and Green My Eyes. Then we have film, some family, my accolades academically, and then we have my dirty table, but in case is this, as you probably saw on our video a while back, my sword. So I won't stab anybody, but that's what could happen. So you break into my apartment, this could be you if I can get back in the sheath. Then we have, if you remember a few months back, I talked about this Batarang here on the show. So this is obviously my apartment. It's real things that I have reviewed on the show. This is Batarang that I had then. And I brought up that there were other Batarangs I had in the past that were better, being this one here. So this is one that Ben Affleck uses in the Snyderverse, and it's a much better quality, higher quality. This is like plastic. This is like metal. See from the metal things there. So also you break in, I can use this on you too. Just so you know, it's 2 Batarangs. All right, there's that. I also have this Raphael piggy bank, and as you can hear, it's full of money. Can I use that to blood in you? I don't know why I'm so violent, but you also have a view of the TV. And then by the TV I have, as you might know, one of my favorite superheroes is Moon Knight. I've got a Moon Knight statue here that I think I talked about on the show before. And a Funko Pop. Put those back there. Okay, so now we'll go to the hallway, getting closer to the Nerd Cave. So here I have a limited edition Captain America the Winter Soldier poster that you only special people got it when the movie came out. I'm obviously one of those special people. Then we have some artwork I did here in college. This is a rapper Young Buck and a hammer. Next we have my first bookshelf here. There's a lot of cool things here. Like we'll point out, this was a Kickstarter book that I got by friends of the show on the podcast, Ron Mars. Then I have a really good graphic novel called A Stereo Spalla by one of the best artists of Daredevil, David Mazzucchelli. And what else here? I also have this pretty cool Vendetta Masks. You should be afraid of government. I mean, government should be afraid of the people and all that jazz. Okay. So now, also here, as you can see, a young Evan, third host, Randy, and Brian from the podcast show. This is probably circa 2005. So a long time ago. This is 2021 now. So we do go way back. So now, the moment we've all been waiting for, the actual Nerd Cave. So, alright, so now as you see here, the pinnacle of nerdom. Also where I do the recording for the audio podcast, True Stories Based on Fiction, and all the shows in that network. Also my old drawing table from when I was a child. and that's why it's been tough and beat up. Had this since I was 13 years old. But as you see here, there's a lot of memorabilia, and it gets to the real nerd cave part. First things first, we got this spinner rack here. If you call yourself a real comic book fan, this is something I think you should always have. If you don't have one, I question your nerdom. And it's full of books that I like from the 90s and some of the dead universes like Static Shock #1, which is coming back, by the way. Got some hardware here. Got some newer books like The Last Ronin. And some Malibu Ultra Force. And then we'll move right on to the statues, which you may have seen on one of on the previous episode of the show as well. So we got some more. I got a Moon Knight action figure. We got a mother box, which does various things. Look at that! Look at it changing on us. These things can do a lot of cool things in the cartoon. In the movie, they were like the size of this room probably, but these are more practical. Then, and this thing keeps you charged for a long time, by the way. Then you have some of my action figures. Some of my prized possessions here would be Mark Grayson from the Invincible cartoon when he's all bloody. And if you've seen that show, that's pretty accurate of him every episode. He's kind of like Kick-Ass because he gets his ass kicked all the time. And that probably won't fall back correctly. So leave it there. Got the Phantom. Got a Batman down there. Got an Azrael. And then we have my bookshelf here. So more of my collection here. It's got a lot of more Funko Pops, some memorabilia, a lot more limited edition things like this here, a Cosmic Cube, or as a movie fans know, a Tesseract. So we got, I've collected all 9 Dragon Balls, obviously. 5, no, that's not 9. All 7 Dragon Balls. Then I also have a limited edition complete set of Milestone trading cards, unopened, fresh in the box. How many people can say they still have that in 2021? I'm tempted to open it, but I'm not going to do that. But it's still factory sealed, and it could be some very valuable things here. We don't know. Then I have behind us here my comic book collection. It's as organized as I'm going to get it, honestly. I'm not a very organized person. And as you can see, there's a lot of boxes here. Let's pull out a random book. Let's see what we get. Detective Comics 964. In terrible condition, obviously. The plastic is what's coming apart. Because I'm more of a comic reader than a comic book collector. So there's that. And as you can see, there's short boxes and long boxes. Short boxes are a little more portable, but still heavy as I don't know what. Long boxes are not. Whoops. Speaking of, this is my overflow of my collectibles. And there's a Rorschach mask. There's a Wish version of the Iron Man helmet. We got some Wolverine claws, so more weapons just in case. And then also a limited edition TMNT complete set of the original 4. Well, there's only 4. Well, now there's been 2 Fifth Turtles. And this is in the black and white style of the original comic books. It's pretty cool. There's the back of that. One of my prized possessions as well. Then, as you see here, we have what's called a piece of original art. This is from Aquaman #19 from I think 2012 by Paul Pelletier. So for those of you who may not know, a comic book when it is drawn, an actual artist comes out and draws it in a pencil. Then there's only one piece of this artwork. So this is a one of a kind limited edition artwork here, and it goes off to the colorist and the inker after that, which is really cool because there's only one of these, as I said before. Okay, then we got some more Wish Captain America shield here. When I bought this, well, this shield should probably, I'll show you. So first look at this handle. And this is like aluminum foil. And this would probably be at least 6 inches wider, and obviously it isn't. Can't even really hold it correctly. I thought this was gonna be a good deal, but I got gypped. Don't use wish.com, guys. So let's put this here. And we got some more artwork that I've done for the logos in the past. You did not know, I do the artwork for the YouTube channel and for the podcast network. And then we have some art that I've commissioned. Well, that's actually a print of again, my favorite character, Moon Knight. And some more Moon Knight art on this wall here. And that is pretty much it, guys. That is how we get things done on the podcast network. But if you have a nerd cave yourself, let us know. We'll put our information somewhere in here, and we might be coming. And we might make a visit to you and see what we got going on. So until then, we'll see you next time.